Testing 1, 2, 3, guys. Testing 1, 2, 3. Yo, guys, what's up? Welcome back to Vencabot. This is Elden Ring action. My name is David. Fucking play this game, dude. It's real laid back. It's real fun. Let's continue. We're playing offline. There's no fucking blood stains or messages on the ground. It's just, you know, more immersive. We're at the Church of Ele. I got my fucking big whomping stick. How's my volume? Give a little bit of a boosty boost. Sorry about my squeaky chair, guys. That's just the way it is. There's a guy over here I can kill to get some exp. Do I want any exp? Sure. Start the stream by getting some exp, right? Get kind of warmed up here. Today I want to explore that swamp here in the starting area. We're still fucking, you know, we played this game for what, like 20 hours? We're still in the fucking very first area of the game. I'm playing so damn slow. What's up, JoJo? Sometimes anime hurts me and my feelings. Sometimes people want to be hurt, though, you know what I'm saying? Some people pay a lot of money for that kind of service. How you doing, JoJo? How's your night been, man? Did you watch a cool anime? You get hurt by an anime recently? Get knocked over, you goof. Oh, my. Did you try to finish Daima as well? So, 4TL finished Daima? You're watching Daima? That's fine. Stop. Cut it out, you goof. Oh, man. You have different dying animations based on if he's lying down or standing up. It's kind of fun. It's kind of boring. Well, JoJo's, you're not going to fucking get no sympathy from me, dude. Because you're watching fucking Dragon Ball, man. Of course it's fucking boring. That show's fucking boring. I love 4TL. She's one of my top 10 favorite people in the world, probably. But she's a fucking Dragon Ball fan, like you. She'd be watching this shonen stuff. It's boring. I'm glad that you like it. I'm glad that, let me phrase that. I'm glad that she likes it. Because she does like it. But if you out here coming to me, telling me, oh, boo-hoo, it's boring, motherfucker, you signed up for Dragon Ball, dude. What did you expect? So far in the 13 episodes, they haven't done anything better than DB or Z or any of the stuff before. Why should they, dude? Those shits are mad popular. Why should they change the formula? I don't even like the opening and ending. That's pretty bad, though. I could at least have a better opening and ending, right? That's not asking for much, I don't think. How much do I want to fucking level up here? I mean, I could kill this guy like 2 more times and actually like level up. I mean, I could just do that, right? You guys wouldn't hate me for that, would you? I gotta kill him like 3 more times. I actually have some hard souls, though. Don't I? I've got, yeah, so I kill him like 2 more times and then fucking level up, sure. I really don't have any reason to level up. I'm not feeling like I'm under-leveled, and also, I don't have an immediate goal. I kind of do, but it's a very soft goal, which is like just keep raising my HP to like level 30, which kind of sucks. I'm kind of a long way away from that. It's pretty boring. Leveling's really boring in Dark Souls. Is that something they could tackle as game designers? I don't know what they would do. I think maybe what they would have to do... Okay, how about this? This might be a really hot take, but this is what comes to my mind right away. Take away the fucking souls mechanic. I know that's like the whole point, right? The whole point is getting souls. But it's boring. Right? How about just have a fucking, you know, like a drop that you eat up and it gives you a level up, right? A lot of games would do that. I always say this about Dark Souls. It's not as... It's not as, Whoa, I hit him with his noodle there. That's interesting. Oh, that's never happened before. So I got a hint that said that these guys' skulls are like their weak spot. I hit him on his... This is really fucking obnoxious. I hate this fucking area. I've always said about Dark Souls, Baljan, which is that they're not really RPGs. They're first and foremost action games. The RPG stuff is very, very, very tertiary in all of the games. Some of the games more than others. But take this game, for instance, right? Like, the whole thing of me leveling up and gaining HP and gaining strength and gaining magic attack power, it's not really anything. Really, it all comes down to just fighting monsters and spacing out your attacks and knowing when to charge your attacks and things like that. It just feels like I'm playing, you know, Devil May Cry or Kingdom Hearts or, you know, Ninja Gaiden or Bayonetta. It's any kind of action game. The actual part where you level up your guy is always pretty boring. And, Yeah, I think that, you know, maybe, in my opinion, this could be a more pure experience if, like, you know, you just get to level up whenever you clear a dungeon, right? Instead of having enemies drop souls and EXP and, you know, you gotta get 10,000 to level up, I'm just fucking clear a dungeon and I get a little point that I can pump into something. The animation is solid, so for sure, but not really impressing me. How are you talking about Daima, Dragon Ball Daima? I feel like I enjoyed Super more. Well, I don't think that's... I'm not sure what to say to that. I mean, is that surprising? I've heard good things and bad things about Super. I mean, I think people like Super a lot. You're a fake gamer, beat the end boss while you're level 1 like a real gamer. How you doing, Mal John? How's your fucking week, dude? It's a pleasure to fucking have you come by. So I can kill this guy one more time, then I can level up using some Heart Souls, I think. I want to do this. To get my horse, then press the L button to make the horse run. I'm trying to relearn how this game works. Where am I going? There he is. I wonder if it's harder for them to see me in the dark. It kind of feels like it, huh? Jesus. Come on, dude. I just noodle there. Actually, kind of worked out in my favor, huh? X is how you jump. Okay, get in his face. There you go. So just I didn't like Super much, but it was a watchable, kinda. I will never, ever, Wild John, watch some fucking shonen anime, dude. Ever. You know what shonen I watched, JoJo's? A shonen called Food Wars. And that was godlike. I also watched... I'm watching a shonen right now called Initial D. It's real good. I also, you know, I'm a big fan of Hokuto no Ken. That's more retro. But as far as I'm concerned, that's enough. I don't need no more shonen in my life. You would never catch me dead watching no Dragon Ball Super or Dragon Ball Daima. You wanna know why, JoJo's? Because that shit's fucking boring. It's boring. It's kind of supposed to be boring, insofar as that's what people like. What I find boring, other people like. And that's fine. That's good. That's the way it should be. To each their own. But don't you tell me, JoJo's, that you're watching Dragon Ball Daima and you're bored by it. It's a boring show. I'm sure it is. I got no doubts in my mind it's a boring show. I'm sure you're extremely correct about that. But it says Dragon Ball right on there. Here's all the ones I will. JoJo, exactly. I don't watch shonen ever, except for these. I think the shonen genre itself is not boring at all. But okay, tell me your criticisms of shonen and things you like about it, JoJo's. Let me hear your criticism here. You don't think the genre itself is boring, but there's something about it that kind of rubs you the wrong way, perhaps. Use a number of these. I think I want to use like dose of them. Okay, I can level up now, I guess. I guess I'll put a point into HP. There's this one shonen you'd love where the main character watches paint dry. Oh, that sounds godlike, Wild John. That sounds godlike. There's a ton of boring formulaic shonen slop that gives it a bad name. Okay. Well, I mean, I can't say I disagree with that, JoJo's, but what I do mean, when I say that I dislike shonen, what I mean is that, in my experience, the vast majority of shonen is bad. And so, when I see someone telling me, oh, there's a new shonen coming out, I don't care. I can't be bothered. Shonen is, broadly speaking, in my opinion, one of the worst anime genres. Not that all shonen is bad. Again, I love Food Wars, and the things that are great about Food Wars are the things that are great about shonen. It's not like Food Wars, you know, it had some other mechanic going on that made it so amazing despite being shonen. No, it was the shonen stuff that made it so good. It's just that it was done really well. It was done really, really well. So I agree that, you know, the genre isn't necessarily bad, but the content of the genre is mostly bad. And that's why I'm very, very reluctant to engage with anything shonen-ish. And especially, I mean, I grew up with Dragon Ball. Let me rephrase that. I grew up with Dragon Ball Z. Right, Wild John? I was a kid with that shit. I loved Dragon Ball Z as a kid. And I grew out of it. I got very bored with it. no one knows better than me how boring Dragon Ball Z is. And so when Super came out, I watched a couple episodes. I think I watched like a season of it just because, you know, nostalgia. But it was boring. And of course it's boring. It's fucking Dragon Ball. I stopped watching it. I was like, this is just everything. I already watched this as a kid. I watched it, and as a kid I loved it, but as an adult I can't be fucking with this shit. Ain't nobody got time for this shit. It's a little dismissive, because shonen is a very all-encompassing genre. Maybe better to say battle shonen. Thank you, JoJo. Yeah, when I say shonen, I usually refer to quote-unquote battle shonen. Some people call battle shonen. All genre names are, you know, genre names are always, you know, fluid. But I agree, you know, you're talking about shonen, there's a lot of different shonen stuff. But I'm talking about battle shonen, right? The typical battle shonen kind of a design. What's up, Enfield board, dog? We're talking about Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Daima. I watched DB before Dragon Ball Z, and I enjoyed DB a lot more. I've heard that before, JoJo. See, I've never watched Dragon Ball myself, the original Dragon Ball. But I've heard it's a lot better, and I don't doubt it from what I've heard about it. For what little I've seen of it, it seems like it would be a lot more engaging than Dragon Ball Z was. But as a kid, I loved Dragon Ball Z. I can see why Dragon Ball Z was so popular. I can see why Dragon Ball Super is so popular. Because I was that 12-year-old boy at one point that loved that shit. Same is true for Bleach. Right? Naruto. Whatever else, right? They're all things I'm sure if you're a 12-year-old is godlike. Don't you want to watch a show to find out which of these characters you've never seen before will win the tournament? Oh, wow, John. Exactly, right? Exactly. It's frustrating. But that's fair, because I don't watch that stuff. And again, the people that watch it, they love it. And that's great. I'm just teasing my friend JoJo's, because he came in here and was like, hey, listen, I'm watching Dragon Ball Daima, and it's boring. I'm like, what do you want, man? What did you expect? Envy agrees Dragon Ball is sick. I still like most Dragon Ball things to an extent because there's cool stuff sometimes. Is there? Is there? Level up. There you go. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Put point to HP. You know, I'd rather not. Kafka's Cats is here. Since we're on this weeb talk, can I say Leviathan manga is goated? Crazy space battle thriller. You know, I've heard of Leviathan, Kafka's Cat, but I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about it. I'm glad you're enjoying it, though. Sounds kind of sci-fi. DBZ is unwatchable after going back to it a few years back. I just don't have time, you know. When JoJo says there are some things in Dragon Ball Z that are interesting, I really just feel like if there is, and maybe there is, if there is, there's more of that in other series. A lot more of that same thing. Whatever strength, you know, whatever strength Dragon Ball Z could possibly have, another series is going to have that way better. But, you know, again, I love 4TL. She loves her some Dragon Ball Z type stuff. And that's cool. Because, again, to each their own. As long as she's loved it, I'm glad she's watching it. But once you stop loving it, don't be watching it and then come to me and be like, yo, dude, I'm watching Dragon Ball Z, that's just boring. Oh, really? You're watching Dragon Ball Z and it's boring? That's a funky looking fucking shadow right there. Holy shit, look at that. Go In Blind is Kafka's Cat. Highly recommend it. So I don't read any manga, Kafka's Cat. That's really my thing. I'm not literate. I can't, if there's text on a page and I have to parse that with my brain, then I'm out. But if they can animate it for me and have, you know, really mediocre voice actors read the lines with way too much passion, and if you can take that brilliant art style of Kafka's Cat and then, like, take a lot of the goodness out of it to make it, you know, 10 frames a second, then yeah, I'll watch it. I started watching Dragon Ball at around 13 or 14 solely due to liking Dragon Ball fighters at the time. Wow, JoJo, I mean, you are a young dude. And that's sick to me. Most def have some nostalgia for it since it was cool for the time when I was like 10 to 12 years old. I'm really on your side about it, Venka, because I don't like Dragon Ball that much, but I put a lot of time into it. I think some of the movies are pretty cool. I've been thinking I should watch some of those films again, JoJo's. Because, I mean, yeah, film would be, I think, a really great way to enjoy the strengths of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. Because, you know, film is more condensed by its very nature and more high budget. You can really see the MIP levels on that shadow. Yeah, that shadow looking a little bit crunchy. It's kind of funny because most of the time they look really good in this game. That shadow, for some reason, was extra terrible. Hi there, big guy. You can almost one-shot these bats, but not really consistently. Yeah, Envy, I fucking fuck with Dragon Ball Z heavy. It's a huge part of my personality. You guys know the lore of the name Vencabot, right? And how it has connections to Dragon Ball Z. I think I told Envy this story. When I was a little boy, you know, 12 years old, first getting online, my first online handle, the first name I used on, like, you know, my first ever chat room I went into, was Virtual Trunks. Virtual because of the internet, and Trunks because I loved fucking Dragon Ball Z. And then when I grew out of Dragon Ball Z and wanted to stop being associated with that, I didn't want anybody to know that I liked Dragon Ball Z. I wanted to change my name, but I wanted to have a name that had started with a V and ended with a T. I wanted to have that same kind of a energy to it as Virtual Trunks. So I chose Vencabot, just a totally random nonsense word with a V and a T. So the name Vencabot comes from Virtual Trunks. Now you guys know. Virtual Trunks Bot. The Tree of Might and the first Broly movie, I think, are my favorite DBZ ones. I only ever saw the first few Dragon Ball Z films they put on Toonami. So I never saw Broly. I saw Tree of Might, World's Strongest, and like one other one. Okay, so I've never been here before, which is kind of funny. This is like right next to the starting area of the game. Being forced to be on Wi-Fi now for Fightcade makes me realize that Wi-Fi players gotta drink from a different fountain, huh? They definitely do. They definitely do. Because you can just toggle that little... It's very easy to put a setting in Fightcade, just toggle that setting. It's like, hey, listen, like if you're on Wi-Fi, you cannot challenge me. So Wi-Fi players gotta play with other Wi-Fi players, basically. The one with Android 14 and 15 is pretty solid. It's impossible for me to find games, and when I do, it's another Wi-Fi player with 300 ping. Where am I? I'm talking to you guys about so much fucking fun stuff. I'm not even paying attention where I'm walking, and I'm really lost. Even though I'm only like 2 steps from where I was before. I gotta do a little mental map action here. So I know where that is. That is the first area, like tutorial area. The literal tutorial area. And I think I've been down here once before. Kind of coming down here a little bit, fighting some bats. In theory, I should be very over-leveled for this place now. This is a very unusual little pit right here. I think it's a death pit. It's kind of funny. Girl, you know you lost. Lost in the heat of it all. You know what I watched today, Envy, on YouTube? I watched. Every day you're talking to me, I figured out you're lying. Ooh, it's like you're faking. I know you're lying to me, but you sound excited. And you know that I know that you're lying. Oh, girl. I love that video. I saw a friend of mine that I'm really sad that video is no longer like a meme. You know, the meme died. That's probably one of my all-time favorite memes. Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god. Stop fucking lying. Always lying to me. You lying so much. You're making it hard for me. How you doing, Drifter? I was watching a video earlier about the history of top 10 rated anime on Mal? M-A-L? Was neat as JoJo's, huh? Do you know what the all-time most highly rated anime on Mal? I don't even know what Mal is, JoJo's. What is Mal? Tell me that first, and then tell me what the all-time rated anime is. My Anime List. Okay, so I don't know My Anime List. I'm familiar, I know it's a very popular site. I'd never used it. I only recently got into AnyDB, which I tend to like way more. I'm done nothing but drive today all through Tri-State for like 7 hours. Jesus, I'm glad your car's holding up okay. So there's the swamp. There's the Church of LA. So you kind of go down here. There's a little valley that leads into the swamp. In my mind, the swamp was like closer. You kind of got to go off this cliff. Then you're in like a little valley. Once you're in the valley, you can reach the swamp. So just as used this site before, my anime list. But I kept forgetting my password. But the peak rating for any anime was 9.5 for a season of Gintama. That's funny. You guys know I want to watch Gintama at some point, right? It's like an anime that I have no interest in whatsoever because of its like themes. Like the aesthetic of Gintama and the themes, I have no interest in. But I've watched a few episodes of it and it was really, really, really good. Oh, a cool waterfall here. All I did was sing love songs in my car, started missing my ex and shit. Oh, no, Envy. That's what happens when you fucking sing too many love songs, dude. I'm glad you're a fucking car singer. I'm a shower singer, personally. I don't usually sing in the car that much, but I do sometimes. I know where that is down there. Gintama is so much like the Daily Lives of High School Boys, it's not even funny. I wonder if there's similar, any creative crossover. Yeah, I watched a little bit of Gintama and I loved it, even though I had no interest in it. And I kind of want to watch more of it now, but it's hard because I really don't care about the themes. I wonder how you get down there. You gotta jump down that way, perhaps? Not really much of a shower singer. I'm a passionate car singer, though. Like, it's just me in that bitch 1P mode. That one-player mode. You know, fucking me and Mutant have sung Linkin Park in the car together before. And Third Eye Blind. I'm more of a mouth the words to myself when I'm alone and feeling myself, huh? Who in the chat's one of those guys that walks on the sidewalk with their headphones on and they're like rapping to themselves? Because I see those guys walking around sometimes, I'm like, man, that's some next level shit. Is that you, JoJo's? Aha. So am I going to get poisoned here or not? No, this is not poisonous water. It's just water. Were that guy Envy rapping to yourself? I heard there's a dragon around here. I've been avoiding this swamp for 2 reasons. One, it's a swamp. I don't like swamps. Not in real life, definitely not in Dark Souls. 2, I heard there's a dragon around here and it made me very scared. What's up, Portiel? We were talking about you earlier. We're talking about you behind your back. We're talking about Dragon Ball. Apparently, JoJo's is watching Dragon Ball Daima as well. And like you, he's not super impressed by it. I used to take it a step further and just get a song stuck in my head, and I'll be walking around rapping the song that's stuck in my head. For me, I'll usually sing the same song to myself like a billion times. Oh, there's a steak of Marika. Here's a little ruin. You're a finger drummer? I used to be a whistler, but since I got the Bell's palsy, my whistling is really, really weak. I'm gradually getting it back a little bit, the ability to whistle, but I'm not sure I'm ever going to get it back completely. Talking about me? I'm late because I was watching Dragon Ball Z movies. Which movie did you watch? We're talking about that too. Is there dose steaks of Marika around here? This area is really poorly designed. So here's some regular ass fucking guys. And if I had to guess, I'm gonna presume, despite it being Dark Souls, I can run in here like a total jackass. The Dragon Burnt Ruins, huh? That doesn't sound good. Got attacked by a dog just now. What's the size of that butcher? All will perish. Please spare me, I'm just a little peasant. I don't give a fuck if you're a little peasant. Perish. I fought too many little pizzons that have tried to jump me before. I've never seen like half of them, so I'm finally watching the rest. BoJack Unbound. It was okay. You're watching them in order, 4TL? I got certain rap songs or verses stuck in my head, and I'll just rap that shit till I get sick of it, huh? I can't do it. Blue. What's up, Blue Raz? Yeah, I used to be able to whistle, you know, very, very easily. But because of my Bell's palsy, it's like way harder now. Some days I can do it better than other days. It's sad. Hello? You guys hear somebody talking? Oh, this little doggie's like a weaker version. Not only is he cuter than most doggies, but he has got less attack range. He got a lot of fucking health, though. He's one of the bigger ones, I guess. So, you want to fight me, or... You get the impression he doesn't want to fight. He wants to literally flee. Oh, Jesus. There's a little rat there, too. How cute is that? Yeah, this guy, too, also got shorter range than normal. Sippy sip. I think I may have a polyp in my vocal cords because I can't sing the same highs I used to, huh? Could just be maybe like a change in your, you know, your hydration levels and stuff. I find sometimes I also can't sing, you know, for a couple days and then it just comes back. I also find if I listen to music, you know, Blue Raz, then it makes it easier to figure out how to feel my vocal cords out again. But they get, you know, sometimes I get a little bit, hello? What, you guys gonna fucking do an execution here or what? Hey, boys. This guy wants to fucking throw down. Here's the thing. I have a huge stick. Before it doesn't seem Path to Power, Tree of Might is great. I just watched the first Broly movie a couple days ago, and I thought it was okay. Dude, we got JoJo's, Blue Raz, and 4TL here. It's like fucking got the whole Dragon Ball fan club in here. I have relative pitch and try to stay in practice. It's been something I've noticed over the past couple of years. Relative pitch? As opposed to absolute pitch? You have relative pitch. I've never heard anybody say they have relative pitch. I've heard some say they have absolute pitch. But I think it's pretty well understood that most people have, you know, not that. So it'd be relative pitch, I guess. I think a spare demon doesn't even spare birds. I spare birds sometimes. Not consistently. Where am I? This area is so disorienting. That's where I come from, okay. Perfect pitch, from my understanding, is hearing a note and being able to call it by name. Perfect pitch is literally being able to sing C4 without having to hear it first. And so then, yes, in theory, if you understand intervals, you could then theoretically place any other pitch, right, by ear. Basically, it means that you can sing a note without having to hear the notes around it first. If I hear notes, I can match them with a little practice. That's my understanding of relative pitch. Hey, another key. You know, I had some raisin soda bread earlier. I'm sorry, what? Raisin soda bread? Was it soda or was it bread? Was it bread made with soda? What's down here, you guys think? A dragon? I see some rats. That doesn't look that terrible. Let me see if I can get my thingamajig on here. It was just both. It's bread soda. It's bread made with soda that you drink. Because that would be sick. I whiffed. Motherfucker jumped at me. Cut it out. There's a couple couple more down there. They're pretty far away, though. Didn't hear all the shenanigans going on here. Yeah, but Vegeta was a little bitch in it for no reason. I'm so scared to die, even though the Dragon Balls could bring us right back. Yeah, fucking right. Come on, Vegeta. It's not very Vegeta-esque. These movies are not canon. There's not one single Dragon Ball Z movie that's canon, right? I'm not surprised to hear that people are acting a little bit out of character. I've been told that I could probably jump attack more. Like that. Yes. Apparently, it's big boy. It's kind of like a full charge heavy attack. Welcome aboard, Merc. We're talking about Dragon Ball Z, Merc. Only the Super movies, says Blue Rise, are canon. Yeah, it's not like Vegeta at all, says 4TL. He's not even fucking being in character right now. That's not my guy. Listen, I know Vegeta, that's not my fucking guy. There's a teleportation trap here. Well, I mean, last time there was a trap like that, I ended up, you know, benefiting from taking it, so I guess I should try that again. Who is talking? Do these villagers speak? Fuck Twitch, it's Blue. I'm coming over here now. We're cooler over on Pewter. We really are. Because we ain't fucking supporting Amazon. Fuck Amazon. Oh, hi, Poocher. Thin Beast Boons. It's kind of funny how I get so disoriented in these ruins. That's partially by design. I love these fucking dragonflies. Flight is might. I actually got a sense of where I am now. I am near... This is that guy with the fingers, right? Finger guy. Yeah, but Vegeta reacting that way means Broly just became the alpha and demoted Vegeta to his beta. I need to come back to Elden Rings as Blue, and I stopped when it was heating my PC. If you got kind of scared that it was going to make your PC overheat. Only got 2 fans on my PC, so it likes to heat up. I learned about MSI Afterburner, though, and it's changed my life. You mean by limiting the frame rate? Fuck Amazon for reals is 4TL. I'm planning on getting rid of Prime just as soon as I get all the Doctor Who Blu-rays sets. You can buy them from BBC directly. Hey there, dog. Your dialogue changed recently?
Don't be a fool. Turn back before it's too late.
Dude, what are you fucking wearing on your fucking head? More Jiffy? Yeah, we're definitely still on big stick team. I'm finally exploring the swamp after exploring the entire Weeping Peninsula. I heard there's a Dragioni. I'm a little bit scared of this Dragioni. Hey there, big guy. Want to fight? Don't whiff. Not worth that much HP, honestly. Not that hard, though. I mean, it's pretty tough. MSI Afterburner let me overclock my fans a bit. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Glad it worked out well for you. If I want to play, I pay like 40 bucks more per set, then yeah, although eBay is an option as well. His name is Olo. He's like a samurai. N-I-M-I. Nam, he's not shy. Where are these damn dogs coming from? I see another dog over here. Where you at, Pooch? I just saw you. I know you're out here stalking. Who wants a milk bone? There you are. More treasure over here I missed as well. How am I missing all this stuff? How big is this little area? It's so confusing. I've almost caught up to modern One Piece, and I'm so sad. Why is that? Because you mean you almost caught up, I'm not going to have as much to watch anymore? Once you're done, you're going to be like, oh no, what do I do now with my life? I've watched One Piece. He'll sing, I'm king of the pirates, I'm gonna be king. Ya-yo, ya-yo, uh-oh. His name is Luffy. That's Monkey D. Luffy, king of the pirates. I love that intro so much. It's so good. Hugh stops doing that marksman thing. There's so much of it, and I've grown so attached to the crew, I don't want the adventure to end, huh? I'm glad you're enjoying it so much, Blue. Sorry to hear that you're coming to the you know, catching up. Who knows how long it's gonna keep going? You know, it's a shonen series, which is never gonna end. What a ruin. The swamp is not as big as I was originally afraid it was gonna be. But there is kind of a lot going on. I could go back over there and do a whole separate thing. This is like a cluster of these guys here. Sanji's cooking, Chopper's doctoring. 4Kids One Piece opening was a banger. I'm saying, Merc. I'm saying, what's up, Line of Eyes? Welcome board. We're talking about anime today. It's kind of the theme of the day. Hey there, guys. Oh, somebody's got a treasure chest here, huh? Oh, they're shooting poison out. Gross. Gross. They're kind of moving out. If I can knock him over with one big swing, I can kind of kill him with a light swing. I'm not sure what this cloud is. I'm not getting poisoned yet. Now I'm getting poisoned. Did the controller vibrate? I don't think it did that before when I was getting poisoned. That's kind of uncomfortable. I mean, I was getting hurt by being in the cloud. Spacing. I'm kind of working my way in here. Damn, I'm taking damage from being in the cloud, even though I'm not actually getting poisoned. Okay. So I'm seeing, what, 2 more guys in here? Treasure, treasure, treasure. Some golden runes. That's pretty good golden runes there. Holy shit, wow. I missed. There you go. So what is all this? Arterial leaves. Those are pretty rare, as I understand it. Arterial leaves. I'm not sure what they're for yet, though. Arterial makes it kind of sound like it's blood related, like an artery. How's that been, Line of Eyes? Blue, so I finally hit the Gear 5 episodes, though, and I've been popping off when I see Goku go SSJ for the first time as a kid. Just kind of bringing back those kind of vibes. Yeah, it's a fucking shonen club, JoJo's. They're taking over the stream. I'm woefully equipped for an anime conversation outside of your usual shows. Come watch anime with us on Thursdays, Line of Eyes. Every Thursday we do an anime club. It's a lot of fun. Probably in 2 weeks, we're starting a series called Flip Flappers and Bochi the Rock. He's Raditz, Super Boo, Yusuke Urameshi, and a lot of others. I'm the voice actor. On the Grand Line, JoJo's. Merc says, I remember my dad showed me Fist of the North Star, and I was absolutely shocked as a kid of how fast Ken killed his bad guys in the movie. Yeah, I fucking love Fist of the North Star. That's one of my favorite anime of all time, for sure. His name is Luffy. That's Monkey D. Luffy. Man. I need to watch Fist of the North Star. I love the games I've played. Fist of the North Star is an extremely great series. It's so good. Oh my, why type shit is JoJo's. If we ever need to fill a time slot, we could watch the Rurouni Kenshin OV. I think somebody recommended that earlier. You should catch up with us, Line of Oz. You're available on Thursday nights. Starts around 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Usually ends around 1:30, 2 o'clock Eastern Time. We watch, basically split that time slot into 2 different shows. So that if you can't make it, let's say, as early as 9, you could join at 11:30 and join us for the second part of the anime club. So divided into 2 halves, basically. And likewise, if you can't stay up until 2, you can just leave at 11:30 and have watched the first half. First half, we're going to be doing Flip Flappers. Second half, we're going to be doing Bocchi the Rock, starting 2 weeks from now. Hello? Oh. Oh! Hey there, big guy. Run, 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 run. Oh, stamina, that's not great. Oh man. Ouch. Oh, it hurts so bad. So I got enough HP now that I'm not getting killed in one hit. The horse is missile when it jumps. I feel like I'd rather be on foot when he's near me. And now he's flying. I want to go. I need to heal. Damn it. I want to be aggressive to get the stun. No, no, no! Block that time. No, 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 not like this, not like this! Go, 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 go! Oh no, come on, baby! Get your ass off the ground! Oh! Oh, man. Dragonheart! I have a place I can use a Dragonheart. A new draconic power is available at the Cathedral of Dragon Communion. Okay. Wow, I got so lucky there for a first try. Dude, fuck that dragon, Blue. There's a dragon for it. We found him. Where even did I end up fighting that guy? I watched the anime first, says JoJo's, but from what I remember, it doesn't matter too much if you watch it on its own. What anime are you talking about? Rurouni Kenshin. The final boss of Crabs, you messed with the wrong one. I'll try and get the first half sometime. I work 9 to 5, so my old man powers activate around 9 to 10. Yeah, so you can, also another thing about our Anime Club line of odds is that after it ends, there's a VOD you can watch. You can watch the VOD for up to a week. So if you missed the ending of it, let's say you're able to only watch, like, let's say 2 or 3 episodes of this, right? You can still watch the latter 2 episodes, you know, on the VOD. Set sail for One Piece. Yeah, the club came in clutch, line of eyes. I guess you shouldn't have been too worried about a little baby dragon after all. Well, I mean, he fucking almost bought me. And it was definitely very scary to suddenly get jumped by a dragon. That reminds me, where was I? Where was I and where am I? I was so focused on fighting him that I ended up somewhere totally random. That's the ruin, right? Is this the same ruin? Hello? You guys all respawn? I heard somebody just now. Someone said, but I don't see the guy who says that. I wish I had like a sense life. Cool if I had an ability to like sense where enemies are near me. Because I'm not sure who's saying. I keep hearing that line. I definitely can't understand what he's saying. It sounds like a human voice, an old grizzled man voice. And I hear it at random when I'm around here. It makes me wonder if I'm missing something vital. Yeah, guys, watch Hokuto no Ken. It's a very entertaining show. It gets better as it goes. I recently rewatched season 1, and it's very entertaining, but I think it's not the peak of the series. Hello? I'm hearing lots of mysterious sounds, not sure where they're coming from. Also, the game seems quieter today. I'm not imagining that, am I? I'm gonna keep pumping it up. Who said Amamana? Do 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 do. Phenomena. Do 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 do. Oh, I forgot I can also teleport down there, right? I gotta keep that in mind. I kinda wanna explore more around here first. The show is way too long. I looked at it in Sailor Moon the other day and I said, no way. No way. They're about the same length, right? Sailor Moon and Hokuto no Ken. I usually avoid long shows. The only exception really is Hokuto no Ken. And now Sailor Moon recently. I usually don't watch any show that's longer than like 24 episodes, but I've been watching a lot of long anime lately. I'm watching with a friend who likes to watch long anime. Hear that? Dude. He's the last guy. Wait, sure is dark around here all of a sudden. I liked it more when it was daylight. Kind of spooky. I binged like 3/4 of One Piece in 3 months back in middle school or something, huh? In 3 months back in middle school. I love One Piece. That's what fucking Blue was saying earlier. We got 2 guys who are Team One Piece. So where is this campfire? Isn't there like a campfire, a bunch of guys around it? Hokuto no Ken is like 150 episodes. Sailor Moon is exactly 200. Too much, too much. Well, you know, I guess here's all I'll say, Fortio. You would love Sailor Moon. As for Hokuto, maybe. And honestly, I would have been scared to watch 200 episodes, and I was scared, but again, I got talked into it by a friend. But it went by really fast. It went by really fast. You might be surprised by how fast it goes. Oh. Is this where that campfire was? Maybe they were trying to summon the dragon, and that was some lore, and they all got killed by him. You'd be surprised how fast 200 episodes goes, because it's episodic, Fortail. It's episodic. It's not one big story. It's a bunch of little dinky, you know, episode-long stories. It's kind of like Doctor Who in that way. Very episodic. It's funny. It's very fast-paced. It's silly. And I found that Sailor Moon went by really quick. Back in the old Kiss anime days. Merc loves Outlaw Star. I'm thinking about watching Outlaw Star recently. It's on my anime thing. It's on my list of things to watch. Yeah, I finally cleared out the swamp. Feels good to finally have been through here. And I can teleport out of here, I think. It's like a teleportation spot. Which is kind of intimidating. I do want to go check it out, but I want to kind of clear this place out first. I feel like 50 is a good length for a long anime, Gundam length. I watched an anime called Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, which is 70 episodes. And yeah, that's kind of that length-ish. That's pretty sad when Kiss Anime got axed. I used it for a long time. I never did use streaming anime. I never found the sites palatable. They have this energy of being very, full of ads. I don't like all the banners and advertisements and stuff like that. I never used an ad blocker until recently. And also the low quality. I'm big on bitrate, and these pirate sites tend to have pretty low bitrate. I like using ya.c for it, yes, and it's a torrent site. You get torrents there. It doesn't stream the anime to you. As I understand it, Kiss Anime is more about, like, you know, the anime gets streamed to you in the little player, right? I have a lot of friends that love those kind of sites, but for me, it was never what I wanted. You get bored with the long anime? For our anime club, we watch short anime, not because it's, longer is boring, but because I don't want to make people feel as though they're committing to a really long anime when they watch this on Anime Club. Because it's a, it's a group effort. It's 5 to 10 of us getting together watching cartoons together. I don't want you to feel like you have to join us for a super long series, so I've limited it to episodes or series that are 13 episodes or shorter, or what would we say, 16 is our technical limit. I wonder if it's gonna be easier to kill these guys on a horse, these damn dragonflies. If you had magic, or a bow and arrow, it'd be easier to kill these guys, I feel like. Get that ass down here. I'll gladly watch Akira for the 1,000,000th time. I have only seen Akira once in my life, and I didn't like it that much. So I gotta watch it again. Under here, there's one of these duders, a little bit of treasure under here as well. I guess the treasure is just these lilies, huh? I think these lilies are kind of like uncommon loot. I guess they're not as rare as I thought originally. But they do seem kind of uncommon. These dragonflies are a pain in the butt, but they're worth it to kill them because they have good loot. These dragonfly heads are pretty good loot. Why does the boring animes get so many seasons, but good animes are so short? We could theorize about that, John. My theory has always been that shorter is just better, objectively. And I've been kind of, lately watching more long anime. I've been kind of second-guessing that to an extent, but I think that my original impetus for that theory still holds true, which is that a shorter anime tends to have a much better, beginning, middle, and end. It's fast-paced by virtue of being shorter. And they tend to have higher budget, because anime that are long tend to have low budgets. They tend to want to make a low budget stretch for 100 episodes rather than a high budget stretch for, 24. So I find that, yeah, I kind of agree, Wild John. It seems like the ones that are shorter tend to be higher quality, both in terms of their production values, in terms of the pacing, storytelling, etc. But again, I've watched some long anime lately that have been really good. That groaning is the sound of the crucified guys. What's up, Jinsei? Welcome on board. Should be 26 or less, though, if only for Ava and Escaflowne. Escaflowne. I'm exploring the swamp, Ginseng, finally. I fought the dragon earlier. Got a lucky kill on him. Another thing, it's harder to make a quality long anime slash manga. How do you mean? If not for the reasons I already said, which was, you know, because of it's easier to pace things out. When you have, you know, it's easy to have a nice beginning, middle, and end when you know where you're going to end up. There's dudes screaming, you ain't going to help? I kind of want to help those guys, Wild John. I had a theory I could maybe try to shoot them with a bow and arrow to end their suffering. They're like crucified guys. I tried that once before and didn't seem to have any effect on them. I don't know if there's any way to solve that. Maybe I'll get like a hint later in the game. It's like, hey, you know, you can actually get a treasure if you do something special with these guys. The story's more focused. If you have to have 100 episodes, there's going to be some fluff or dead episodes. I watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and it made very effective use of its 70 episodes. It felt very fast-paced. It felt like there was no wasted episodes. I think that there is some long anime that's good, but I think it's kind of the exception more than the rule. Escaflowne, my love. Let's all watch Escaflowne. Maybe there's nothing more to add, but I guess you covered it, says JoJo's. Just a theory, as somebody who doesn't watch a lot of long anime. I mean, JoJo's, you watch a lot of shonen anime. I think you and I talked before about how you watch a lot of long anime. Right now, I know that Blue is kind of coming to the, it was kind of caught up to One Piece. You said you watched a bunch of One Piece. That's a long-ass anime. No more anime club, now we Escaflowne club. I'm thinking about trying to start a Utena club. Watch Utena again. So there's some crab roots around here. Crabbert! There's a secret crabbert around here too. Bonk. The longest anime I've ever seen, Dragon Ball Z One Piece Gintama. You can turn a long anime into a short anime by changing the playback speed. I've got friends that do that. You're cracking jokes, Wild John. People say to me all the time, they're like, dude, you're a huge weeb, Vencabot. You're a huge weeb. One time I told somebody I wasn't a weeb. And they were like, motherfucker, you run an anime club. I was like, alright, fair enough. But here's where I say that, Wild John. Because as a weeb, I come from a culture of super weebs. You know, when I was a kid, I was on all these anime websites and shit like that, and the people that I think of as being weebs are way more hardcore than I am. And I know more than one person, Wild John, who has said these exact words to me. There's too much good anime to watch this season. I've been watching it on double speed while doing other work. So they can watch all the anime this season. So they're doing things on the computer, and on their second monitor they're watching English dubbed anime at double speed. So they can watch more of it. Isn't that amazing? We can watch 40 episodes of Utena, but can't find time for Escaflowne? This is discrimination. Escaflowne. Is that you know people do that as well, Joe Just? You should call your weapon the anime club. Oh, that's a pretty good idea, Line of Oz. Because it's fucking long and strong. It's like our anime club. I'm only a tuning level weeb. That's exactly JoJo's. I mean, I guess I am a weeb. But again, I know people that are way more weeby than me. God, if you don't get your fucking ass out of this fucking hole. These crabs are deceptively super easy to kill. They look a lot tougher than they actually end up being. Get your ass down here. I understand flight is might, okay? I know. You don't gotta fucking prove that flight is might to me. These flies are super annoying, but again, they got good items if you kill them. If you don't kill them, they're gonna jump you. They do a little bit of damage when they hit you. They're very selective when they hit you. Look at that tree fucking twerking over there. Flight is might. Yeah, new shield ginseng. Pretty cool. I'm watching One Piece at 0.25 speed. Hopefully I'll finish before I die. Huh? You're like, ah, so this show is so fast-paced, I gotta slow it down. I can really digest what's happening here. As I understand, this guy's stretchy, right? JoJo could be a long enemy if you count up all the parts. I think you probably should, right, JoJo? I wonder if you should have a bow and a slot just for flying enemies. I guess it's an idea, right? You know my feeling about bow. But it's just for flyers and maybe, but I don't know. I'm trying to avoid using the bow. I probably won't need a bow. I'm gonna try to pretend the bow doesn't exist. Maybe get a magic spell that has a range attack. Use the bow, Venka. He took a bite of gum gum, yo ho ho. Took a bite of gum gum. I want to get that treasure up there. So have I fully explored this area now? It kind of feels like I have. I guess I could now do the... I could rim it, right? I could rim the whole place. There is a cave behind me. And there is that teleportation spot ahead of me. Well, then there's throwing knives or bombs or something, like if the bow doesn't exist, huh? I had a very bad first impression of long-range weapons in this game. Watching a friend of mine play who's a novice, and that's great. You know, Dark Souls games tend to have a lot of mechanics so that, you know, you can make the game as hard or as easy as you want. And in my case, I'm definitely not one of those guys who makes the game super hard. I play Sword and Board. It's one of the easiest builds by far in any Dark Souls game. I like it to be pretty easy. But watching my friend play and them being a novice of the game and just using bow and daggers, it made it look, in summons, made it look super, super dull. But they were enjoying it. For them, it was the right level of difficulty, which I think is great. But watching them play, I was like, I don't want to use those things. But pretend they don't exist. Get a good rimming ginseng, yeah. I logged into NADB and I told me Vencabot unbuddied you and left a rude note. Is that true? No way. No way, JoJo's. That couldn't be the case. Should I throw it, Wild John? Isn't there a game I can do that in? I'm thinking of Breath of the Wild, right? You can throw your weapons at people. And some are better than others at being thrown. Like if you have a spear, you can stab guys with it, or you can throw it like a spear. I've probably seen between 120 to 200 anime or something, huh? That's a lot of anime, dude. That's more than me, I think. I think that my list of anime on NADB is every anime that I have seen that I remember well enough to critique. So it doesn't include some things I watched as a young kid, or some of the early Toonami stuff that I never really watched, or that I have no recollection of now. But yeah, the anime I listen to my NADB are all the ones I could think of. Oh, hi. What's the deal, Lucille? Get bonked, dude. You've been unbonked all this time. Let's try something different. Are you different, sir? You look kind of different. Oh, this guy caught a stray. These crabs always kill each other. Is there another dragonfly just fly by? How many dragonflies have we fucking got? Sure, there's 2 of them. There's actually 2 more of them. How can I make you come to me? I just want to make you come closer so I can hit you with this huge club. There you go. There's one more up there. Come down here, you fuck. Give me head. Alright. He didn't drop any head. I took a long break from anime, but recently I've been watching so much anime, I'm gonna watch all the Gundam ever. That can happen to me too. I think it's probably pretty common for people of our ilk. I stopped watching anime for a very long time and got into it again a few years back, and I've been watching it non-stop ever since. I need a boomerang and fire rod if you ask me, huh? Play some real Zelda shit. I add something to my list when I remember, oh yeah, I saw that. I'm kind of doing the same thing. Seeing a lot of random stuff, huh? There's a metaphor for that, Venka. Crab in a bucket. So over there, I've definitely been. Crab eggs. Over there is where that fucking... Oh, I killed the dragon. I talked to the guy and I killed the dragon, right? I killed that dragon, so I was going to be like, oh, you killed that dragon? That's sick. That's honestly sick. You're sick. Dog, you're so sick. What the fuck? Be my mentor. Get your ass down here, dog. Fucking flight is might, dude. I need a fucking new bot command. Dragonfly flight is might for these motherfuckers. I used to watch a ton of AniTube, and it informed me about shows. Not much anymore. Has anybody here seen Noir? I'm about 10 episodes in and loving it. What is Noir? Hey there, dude, I killed the dragon.
Beautiful work. Felling that dragon. And as such, there's something you might like to know.
Dock me, dog.
The heart you brought back. It's used in dragon communion.
Okay.
If you should find yourself overcome by hunger for the heart, yearning for its strength, then seek the decrepit church on the little island off the western coast.
Yeah. What's it good for?
You must not forget, though, those who partake in dragon communion will one day shed their humanity, their hunger for dragon, their yearning only worsens until the floodgates burst, unleashing eternal torment. The strength of a mighty dragon. Magnificent, but deadly.
He's kind of implying...
Surprised that dragon communion is ruinous.
He's trying to say that people eventually become
You
dragons.
must not forget, though, those who part their hunger
So people
until
that
the floodgates
devour dragons eventually
strike.
become
There is no
dragons.
surprise.
Interesting. Where's that church? Yeah, I know where it is. I don't remember the name, but I did a quick search, and I think I've seen it before, but I've not personally watched it. It's an anime about these two assassin ladies with mysterious pasts. It's very ponderous and pretty. It reminds me of GLT, but more in line with my interests. How do you mean? What about it is more in line with your interests? A little more romance? A little more action? It sounds a little more action drama, whereas GLT was more, you know, meditative and humorous. Get your fucking dragonfly ass down. Drag that ass down here. Like, you're a dragonfly? You need to drag and fly your ass down here. There you go, bud. I yearn for head. That's my problem. These dragonfly heads, they're so fucking good. They're the only thing in this game that I've been able to craft so far that I actually like. You can use these dragonfly heads to create these poison cures. And I fucking hate being poisoned, and I love having cures. So now I feel like I really have fully explored this area. Which means I want to do two things. I want to go to this cave over here. Scope that out. Get that fucking ass down here, dog. Don't be circling me. Oh, you piece of shit. Oh my god. Boy, if you don't get that fucking ass in my face. Oh my god. There you go. Don't you understand anything about flight is might? Dragonflies. Flight is might. That's the fucked up thing. Is that flight is might. So what's over here? These guys are alive, which surprises me. Stop! Is that Chujin Singh? If I had to guess, it's probably just a coincidence. It should not be any higher, ever, or any lower, ever, than like 12 seconds. If you fucking send a message to the chat, then time is when it shows up on stream, you're like, oh, it's about 12 seconds. That's about as good as it gets. For now. For now. But! It's just it's 12 seconds. Dude, I've been doing tests, though. You know me, I've been doing these tests. But here's the thing. Here's the other thing. Oh, I know where this is, too. Hi, guys. The other thing about PeerTube is that I got a fucking DM a couple days ago saying that PeerTube was updating its player to a new version, which means that soon the auto quality should be working. Confirmed. So you won't have to change the quality automatically, it'll actually work with auto quality now. But that's going to be soon. But that also means that in the near future we should probably see latency go down. It's from early 2000s, so I prefer the animation style. It does have more action, but it's not fast-paced like you would expect from the description. It's been haunting so far. I'll be able to describe it in more detail in my eventual blurb. I'm looking for. I love your blurbs, Fortio. You know, it reminds me of Roaring Bug. She used to leave little reviews of manga she was reading. That was always very fun to read. Kind of broaden my perspective, broaden my horizons. Give me that head. A lot of dragonflies around here. I'm trying to learn some more advanced stuff in Mahjong. It makes my head spin. What do you think about trying to learn chess? That's what girls like, right? If you play chess. Hey, babe. I play third strike. Versus, hey, babe. I play chess. There's a big difference. So why is there a stick of Marika here? Is that for the dragon, perhaps? Where am I? Spatially. I'm so lost. Okay. So there's those guys. That's where the crab was hiding under there. Now I know where I am. Which means that to my right is the cave I want to scope out. I'm hoping someday someone else on Discord will have watched one of the shows I'm blurbing about so we can talk about it. Well, yeah, fucking JoJo's talking about Dragon Ball Daima right before you showed up. So we were talking about you behind your back. Because JoJo's talking about Dragon Ball Daima. We should play chess. I forgot about that. We should become chessmen. And women. Lots of golden runes. And here's a cave. Hey, babe. I play Minesweeper. Oh my god. Do you want to be my boyfriend? Yes, I do. Because I don't have a girlfriend. Cool. Let's kiss, Vencabot. Ooh, tunnels. Oh, there's going to be stuff here I can use to upgrade my bonk stick, probably. Hey, babe. Wanna play with mahjong? Do I want to go in here or not? Well, I'm gonna find a place to rest in here. You would think is my guess, like a what do they call it? A site of grace. I see a place to jump to over there, over there as well. There's a site of grace. Hey, babe. Wanna play with mahjong? So I wanna find out how to get into these little toonlays. Elevator caves! The last one I went to was highly profitable. It was a place of great profit. Right there I can drop down. There was lots of good rocks inside. Only the best rocks were in this cave last time. Well, that seems a little bit sus, doesn't it? Hello? Hello? Suspicious. Some really nice golden runes around here. I'm kind of surprised by all the good loot I'm finding in such an early part of the game. Good rocks, Ginseng. Not bad rocks, but good rocks. Only the best rocks. So I found all the little toonlays, huh? There is more going on by a bit, but I think I'm not too concerned about that. Nothing too great to find, probably. I gotta call this. What's anything down there? Or that's death. That's death. I could level up now, I would think. I've got a lot of hard souls. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so it's going to cost me 10,893. So I basically need a little less than 2,000. So what I got here, I got this. Use it! And then I got this. Use it! And that should be enough. Level up! I guess I'm gonna keep raising my vigor. So my vigor and my strength are the same level. Okay. Okay, so I can venture forth. All the enemies behind me have respawned now, which is kind of a drag, but it's whatever. This place looks pretty well lit. All things considered. I really suspect I'm very over-leveled. This place is right next to the start of the game. Like, right next to the start of the game. And I already did all the Weeping Peninsula shit. He didn't quite die in one hit, but close. Yeah, see, he dropped those smithing stones, right? Oh, that's so good. Smithing stones are so good. Are you explosive, sir? He drops a smithing stone. Okay. Oh my god, these smithing stones. I'm talking about good rocks, Ginseng, you know what I'm saying? good-ass rocks. You know, I love about my friend JoJo. It's a lot of things. But one of them is that he plays a Mahjong gacha game. That's so sick to me. I cannot quite one-shot these guys. Now, these smithing stones you would expect do not respawn. But maybe they do. Because usually resources do respawn in this game. If they're like on a wall or whatever, or on the ground, they respawn. But smithing stones are pretty good for that. I mean, they're really good items to respawn. There's no way they could respawn unless it's like, you know, like 100 hours later. That being said, also these guys have a pretty high chance, it would seem, to drop smithing stones. They're so short that my bonk stick can't really block them that effectively. Oh my god. So it's nice to know which enemies drop smithing stones, because you're gonna need those. But I suspect, you know, this game being so long and structured in more of a long-form format than even Dark Souls is, I suspect that you can probably get your weapons like level fucking plus 100 or whatever. Only the first 3 levels, it would seem, use these level 1 smithing stones. So, I mean, they're not really the be-all, end-all, but they are necessary. Because you need to get that first, you know, you gotta get the first few levels for any weapon you want to level up. Okay. I really enjoy this torch mechanic. I think the other Dark Souls games had it, but it wasn't as important as it is in this game. It's really fun. I like, you know, kind of having to give up my shield for a little while to use this torch instead. I like that there's a lantern on my hip that's kind of like a compromise. It's good for seeing immediately around me, but not so great at long distances. It's pretty well balanced and exciting. Oh. Another elevator. Well, is this tunnel the same? It looks kind of like it. I can drop down right there. It's kind of fun. I wonder if there's lore. Is there lore as to why these elevators are so optional? How do you even smith a club? You can't put in a forge because it's made of wood. You have to use magic. Wow, John. It's magic. I don't gotta fucking explain it. It's on some deeply, profoundly magical shit. So there actually is more than one way down in this case. Well, actually, I don't know. I'm sure there is. It makes you wonder. I guess I'm gonna go this way first, because it's not as well lit, which leads me to believe that perhaps it is more secret. Oh, well, I might be dead here, actually. Maybe not quite yet. Ooh. So that was definitely a mistake to have gone that way around. Not only was there no treasure, but I almost died. Yeah, no elevators run, right, Wild John? It's kind of funny that these areas have like optional elevators. I have to get this elevator down here though, so I can go back up and then try the other way. I'm not playing the game, but from what I can see, I agree with your opinion about the torch. The torch is cool in this game. I kind of feel like, you know, I'm not sure if I've mentioned this to you guys before. I probably have 1,000 times, but I have a real-life phobia of the dark. I'm scared of the dark. I like when games use dark effectively. I think some games use dark better than other games. In this game, I really like how they go about it. Where it's like, you can't really see that far ahead of you. Sometimes you can't see at all, and you gotta sacrifice one of your hands to hold a torch. I went the wrong way again. I'm a fucking dumbass. This way is really, really risky. On some... Let's pay attention this time, guys. Let's not just be a dumbass and run straight down talking about how scared I am of the dark. Also, it's kind of cool because if I hold L1, I can see further. Kind of makes it feel more immersive. I feel like I'm really holding a torch. It's like I'm really holding a torch. Every time you're talking to me, I figured out you're lying. Ooh, it's like you're faking. Oh, is this... No, this is where I want to be. Okay. What's in here? Oh, much more than I would have expected. I know you're lying to me, but you sound excited, and I know that you know that I'm lying. So there's some motherfucker coming toward me. Glintstone scrap. Set your club on fire and use it as a massive torch. That'd be fun. I could enchant my weapon with, like, magic or something. What are you doing? You got like a flamethrower? Ouch! It's because they've got bombs they throw. Okay, I'm kind of curious about these guys that have like explosives. I kind of thought they would run at me and blow themselves up. But I think they're not going to do that. They're going to throw bombs at me. Okay. Oh, hey. Almost missed that. Anything else I missed? Doesn't look like it. Keep venturing forth. To adventure. This guy's on. Oh, there's another elevator right here. So basically, this environment is kind of complex by design. And that is interesting. Also, it's very easy to get lost. Very easy to get lost, because it's all the same. There have been 3 elevators already all the same. Let me go back the way I come from. Oh my god. Stop fucking lying. So down there is another alternate route I could be going. I can't really get there from here. In the immortal words of REM. I'm kind of stuck here. Okay. Stick of Mitica there, which is interesting. Let's go down this other tunnel once again, without using the elevator. Because there's secrets along the side. Okay. Now down there, it looks like there is something down there. Not really, huh? Okay, well. What's over here? You're making it hard for me. Every time you're talking to me, I figured out you're lying. Ooh, it's like you're faking. I know you're lying to me, but you sound excited, and you know that I know that you're lying. Oh, girl. I watched that song before the stream didn't sing, and that's gonna be in my head all night. Somber smithing stone. Okay. So at some point, you'll think I have to find a way to get back the other way that I come from. I'll pull this in advance just in case I have to make a quick escape. Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god. Stop fucking lying. Always lying to me. Lying so much. This is the exact same copy-pasted area as the other cave I was in. Like, this area is literally exactly the same. I would have expected there to be a little bit more variety. With respect for the fact this game's gonna have a lot of copy-pasted, you know, like, assets. I would have thought this was they wouldn't have the exact same huge room. Makes me wonder how big this game's gonna end up being, where they have to reuse assets like this. Seems pretty lazy. The last guy I fought here was really easy, but let's not get our hopes up. Oh, this guy's way bigger. Oh, well, it looks like a troll. I'm not that bad. I'm not scared of these guys. Look kind of different, though. so far he's just a regular ass troll. Okay, well. That's that. I got a roar medallion. So I gotta use this to get out of here, huh? I find the design pretty annoying, but again, that's because I have a thing against fast travel as a rule. I like when game environments feel continuous. So I get annoyed when the only way out of a dungeon is to use the teleport. You just get stranded at the bottom and you gotta teleport out. But while I verbalize that thought, I can see how that could be useful, you know, thematically, right? Because it's scary to be stranded. It makes the game feel more magical, right? Because if not for having beat that boss, I would have no chance of getting out of here. Easy game, Ginseng. He was just a troll. They gave him a health bar this time, but I fought a ton of those guys before with no health bar. Yeah, there's no way out of here without using this. You want to go back? Yes. Skyrim has really cool continuous dungeons, as Ginseng. This game has them, I'm sure, as well. It's just not everyone is that way. I wish they were. So there's an area here I haven't explored yet. How come my torch keeps getting turned off? At least it's not like Dragon Age 2 where you do the same 10 dungeons over and over, but like 5 years later, so it's different, we promise. Well, I don't know. I mean, it might get to that point, but about the 5 years later part. These guys all respawn and go use that fucking little thing. That's kind of a drag. But they might drop goodies, so I guess it's whatever. A soldier's tale of soul-winning love. This guy's really focused on his work. No drunken stuff spewing out of my mouth. It's all over now. Hey there, big guy. Taking a break? Come on, man. I was on my break. I wasn't even being a bad guy. I was being a fucking break guy. I didn't check what this roar medallion does. We should look into that. I got a roar medallion. Enhances roars and breath attacks. Sounds like fun. For certain builds, perhaps. Wake up feeling good. Go to bed frequently lost in the wood. A soldier's tale of soul-winning love. No drunken stuff spewing out of my mouth. It's all over now. So here's where I want to go all the way down, I think. I didn't do that last time. Medallion.rar. So how about the RAR medallion, Wild John? W-A-W-R medallion? That's what I want. Can you imagine being a fucking, you know, 15-year-old girl on the internet back in the year 2003? And you have the RAR medallion? How much stronger that would make you? That would really buff the fuck out of your build. Hang on, no, that's not good enough. I need to retype this, hang on. I would need to have this, then this, and then this. There you go. Okay. Alright, so I have not been down here yet, I don't think. Hello. Ah, yes. Once again, it's the same area I already was. I'm saying, Ginseng. The Rar medallion. Glintstone scraps. I guess there's more dogs trying to kill me now. Come here, dog. Oh my head! Bird song in the night. The sound drags a net through the twilight. Emptiness and computers bothers me. These are the scenes in our minds. The scenes in our minds? These are the scenes in our minds. We make our own confines in time. Getting lost and running in circles, complaining that everything looks the same. And think about the minds, Ginseng. These are the scenes in our minds. Okay. So I can go back now, and I can leave. And dump two. Okay. Going up. Alright. I have one more elevator to take and I'll be out of here, I believe. Excuse me, boys. I suspect, Ginseng, that today we're going to actually unlock some pretty main mechanics in the game. I suspect that using only my gamer's sixth sense, and certainly not because I watched a friend of mine play this part of the game. And I know exactly what's going to happen next, with an asterisk. Because I have very little idea of what's going to happen next, but I have some idea. More of that Vencabot movie magic for you guys. Pretending this is a blind playthrough. Yeah, I've watched a friend of mine play like 2-3 hours of this game. And by coincidence, it's around this part of the game. So some of this stuff has looked pretty familiar to me. For instance, I saw them fight that dragon. So I already knew what the dragon was going to be like. And what's more is, when I fought the dragon, Ginseng, I tried to do it in such a way that implied I did not know how to fight the dragon. Again, that's the movie magic. You guys think being a streamer is easy? You guys think I just come online and just play video games? There's a method to the madness, dog. Prove it's a blind playthrough. Turn on your webcam. Let us see you with your blindfold. Walton, you're making jokes, dude. You're making jokes, but I did an event stream years ago, before I knew any of you guys, called Neo 2 Blind Play, where I did a night of Neo 2 without my glasses on. And it was so fucking annoying. It was not... I thought it was going to be really fun and it'd be a lot of laughs, but I got so salty. Lies, all lies. There's no movie magic, it's all spontaneous. I tried to fight the dragon as though I had not seen somebody else fight the dragon. That's why I ate all that fire breath. My friend played the dragon fight entirely on the horse. And I thought, if I didn't know that spoiler, I would have not used the horse at all. And I only used the horse in that fight once I decided that if I had played my true blind playthrough, I would have realized at that point to use the horse. So I'm trying to be authentic about it. I tried without the horse at first. And then once I took some fire breath, once I realized that I could not avoid the fire while on foot, I decided to use the horse. Unlike them, though, they used the horse the whole time. And I thought that was silly when I watched them play. And so this time I did, you know, I basically rode the horse to avoid attacks, then jumped off to fight. And it worked really well. Okay. Hey, Dogger, any new dialogue for me?
It's time you set off, I should think. To Castle Stormvale on the cliff.
Oh, you know,
Where grace would
I had
guide
forgotten.
you
I was going to go
if you seek
into that
the
trap.
Elden Ring.
He doesn't
Making
even
us
know he's
as you
streaming.
are.
It's all candid. What if you were like, he doesn't even know he's just laying in bed right now having a stroke? He thinks he's actually fucking streaming right now. He doesn't realize we're all in his head. Let the horse take the fire attack. Solid strategy. Foretell, you fucking hate horses. What did a horse ever do to you? Yeah, there have been times in this playthrough so far that I've been trying to act like it's a blind playthrough when really I knew it was coming. That's going to diminish pretty much right about now. I know what the next big like story beat is as we exit. So right now we're kind of like in the tutorial part of the game still. We're 20 hours in, we're still basically in the tutorial. And I know that a big thing happens where basically the rest of the game kind of like gets opened up. And that's pretty much all I know. But I do know from that I'm kind of like close to unlocking the next blacksmith. Oh no. Wake up. I've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. Oh no. Vanka, wake up. You guys remember that creepypasta ginseng? That's one of my favorite creepypastas. Okay, so I got 4,000 souls. How many hard souls do I have? I've got a ton of hard souls. So 10 of these is 2,000. So 20 is 4,000. I've got like about 5,000 on me. I kind of want to fucking level up. I'm gonna be a real cretin about this and then go level up. I'm gonna go grind a little bit because I want to go take. I want to get tricked by this trap. There is a trap in that ruin that I want to fall into face first intentionally, which I think is really annoying game design, to be honest. But last time I did that, I was rewarded for it, which again is really annoying game design. So I'm gonna try it again. I grew up in Wyoming and Montana. I guarantee I've been around way more horses than 9% of the chat. Horses fucking suck. There you go for it. Now we know the lore. I got a story about that. Wake up, I'll tell you later. Good stuff, Ginseng. Let me know. Yeah, I know there used to be a pretty popular creepypasta with that as the main theme. And that shit really creeped me out. Another wave crashes on you. It puts you in a spell, in a cold place you know well. They pull you further out to sea. Under the lights of Tilbury, I still love your melody. Nah, I got squished. Oh my god, that guy's too godlike. He's harder than that boss I just fought. Bonk! This environment is so annoying for this fight. Cut it out, you goof. So I want to use these hard souls. So I don't know how much I need. So I'll go ahead and go to inventory and use this, use number, and use 20 fucking 9 of these things. Oh, I'm actually closer than I thought I was. So now you inventory and use this. I might even be done. I got 11,000, pretty much even. I need 300 more? Okay. Alright, be that way then. Come, my steed. Come, my lady, come, my lady. You're my butterfly, sugar, baby. Boy, some of these songs have really bad lyrics. So you're a lot smaller than that giant, and he has a lot of hair on his head. Can you ratatouille him? It's perfect ratatouille conditions. I mean, that is true, I guess. That would be an interesting take on the game. You can do that in how many games, Wild John? You can do that in Batman Arkham series with giant characters. You can do that, I think, in some God of War games, maybe? But you're right, that would be a shame to not be able to do that in this game, considering that was literally the perfect setup. The only reason not to implement that would be pure laziness. Church of Legends thing. I have a story about fucking Smash Bros, guys, that I always think of when I think about game design. I streamed Smash Bros years ago. And as you might imagine, the guys that come by for Smash Bros are a whole different breed. I always say that the games you play determine, the demographic of your stream. And these Smash Bros players, they're different. Anyway, this one kid came by the stream. Hello? Ow! You want to draw your sword, my guy? Stop! And a guy comes from the chat, guys, and we're playing Smash Bros. And he's like, I don't understand why they didn't put Shadow the Hedgehog in this game as a playable character. The story's gonna speak to my friend Ginseng's heart personally. And I was like, well, to be fair, by this point I'm used to the guys coming by for a Smash. They're young kids. So I'm like, okay, well, it kind of makes sense. It's a lot of work to add a character to Smash, right? It's a lot of work. They could have made him into an Echo Fighter, right? But it would have been, it costs money. The game is a really big roster as it is. They couldn't add everybody. It costs labor, basically. Unless I want to make him an Echo Fighter. And he was like, no. He wouldn't be an Echo Fighter. He'd have his own separate moveset. I was like, okay, well... Again, that's very expensive. You gotta pay someone to do that work. And he was like, no, you don't. Because I already created his entire moveset. And I emailed it to Nintendo. The only reason why they wouldn't put him in the game is because of sheer laziness at that point. Because I already have all of his moves. I made all the moves already. The only reason why they wouldn't add him into the game is because they're fucking lazy. I always think about that quote. The only reason not to add to the game is sheer laziness. The Church of LA. I love this church as well. It's really nice. It's a really relaxing place for me. I think it's like the first, it's like the first safe place I found in the game. Waterlane gets pissed off every time you say Church of LA. Sorry, Waterlane, but I can't stop. He's right. They should have added Shadow the Hedgehog. That guy is so smart and so right. Nintendo is clearly not adding Shadow just to spite that one kid. That's what it sounded like, right, one time? He was really pissed off. That story gave me a chuckle because, as the conversation goes on, I realize more and more how pissed this guy is. Alright. So I'm going to raise this. I guess. Then I'm going to start raising strength. I'm going to basically try to raise strength, endurance, and vigor all together. Mitch all together. Remember you told us that story of the guy who told you about hands off my cock. That's another fucking great story from Smash Bros. For you guys that didn't hear that story, basically I was playing Smash Bros on stream, and I'm playing as Falco, and some totally random guy who never said anything in the chat before ever, just totally shows up to the stream the first time and says, hey, do you know that you can make Falco say hands off my cock? And I was like, what? No, you're making that up. He's like, no, it's like a pad pattern. It's like a you do a secret input, and he says it. I was like, that's bullshit. Like, how old are you? Yeah, they're all little kids, right? So he's totally making this shit up. He said, no. Just do Falco's down taunt, and then do his down smash. Do down taunt, and then down smash. And so I did it on stream. I did down taunt, and then down smash. And Falco said, hands off my cock! And I was like, wow. Wow. Exactly, right, Ginseng? I thought for sure this kid was full of shit. But he was literally telling the truth. I laughed and laughed and laughed. And then since then, that's the main reason I play Falco. I don't see how you can play any other character in that game. With Falco, you make him say, "Hands off my cock!" Alright, so I need to go to this ruin. It's so good. Here's these guys. Hold that shit, you goofy ass bat. Oh my god. These dudes just got fucking boppered. Oh my god, dude, it sucks being fucking crucified. I thought it was gonna be cool, but it's not, dude, it sucks. This shit fucking hurts. I am never gonna get crucified again after this, dude. What was I thinking? All my homers are like, come get crucified, dude. You're gonna love it. It's sick. Dude, this shit is ass. These are way easier to fight on fucking horseback. Give me your fucking head, you fucking dragonfly. Because it's pretty metal, though. Yeah, you're right. It is pretty metal. Like, there is still reasons to get crucified, for sure. If you ump to. Excuse me, boys. I whiffed. The horseback fighting's kind of fun. Ow. Especially with a really big weapon like this. I mean, Conan did it once. Is that true? He got crucified one time for TL? Are you a Conan fan? I don't know anything about Conan. I know about Detective Conan, but not the barbarian one. So, there's a chest in here that has a trap.